SMS ก็คิววอร์โซนบีบิวที่ไกลนี่ฮาร์ดลาบะไลเทียโดวาโอ Steady burning Steady burning Baby ที่ฮาร์ดลาบะไลเทียโอลาไลเทียโดวาโอไลเทียโดวาโอรักไม่โอ
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting edition of Let's Talk Toys. As always, I am your host, Dave Wonder, and tonight is the top 10 of 2025. I know it's a little delayed. Last week, there was an opportunity to get Dan on, and we were able to talk about the Mighty Orbits, and everybody was happy, and it was good, and it was awesome, and I'm glad that there was that opportunity. I just bumped the countdown to this week. Again, there's a lot going on in this world right now, so I apologize for my absence. Still not really on social media as much and all that stuff, but I'm here hanging out with you guys. And that's what I love. What up, COJ? Hello, hello. Really quick shout out to everybody chiming off in the chat. Jesus Christ. Mixie coming in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. He's been commenting for hours. We got Fornit in there. Let's see. We got Tio Mike in there. What up, Tio? Excited to see you on Friday, my dude. Who else we got in here? Esteban, what up, Nacho? How's it going, Brian? Boo Cat, Epic Badger, Shaggy coming in with them sweet emotes. Cold, the mighty Sebastian Gomez. What up, dude? Pendergast, how's it going? What up, Chris? Thor, thank you. I love it too. Go check out Bite Me Bambi on wherever you can. What up, Chum Bucket? Jamie Lynn, how's it been? Oh man, Thomas Goes and Soldier. Also excited to see you this weekend, dude. 3 and 5,000 in there. Mitch Falcon, I appreciate you. I am on Twitch and YouTube. Yes, Boocat, I too am happy to see that the Mighty Orbits made it. I always say Orbits. I don't know why. Tio starting that Dave Chan. I appreciate you. What up? What up? Brian Motu Prince. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Well, I got to claim that crown. Oh boy. The COJ indeed does provide. Hoping to get that custom URL finally fixed this week before I head off. As I mentioned, I'll be heading down Tio Mike and Thomas Goes Nostalgic's way for Central Florida Comic Con on Friday. So maybe live stream, maybe I'll just film some stuff and edit it together afterwards. I'm not entirely sure right now. Yeah. We have the top 10 of 2025. You might have seen the top 10 Marvel Legends. Again, the crazy thing is this whole list could be made of legends. There was so many friggin' insane ones that were released this year. I tried to keep it to one spot for them because, my goodness, there's a lot of amazing toy makers out there. There's a lot of amazing products and figures and everything out right now. Oh, what up, Josh Brown? How's it going, bud? How's that reset going? You're insane. I say with love. We're going to double 2025 and oh no. Beware of the falling iguanas in Florida. I've heard. Spoons indeed, for goodness. Real quick. Precursor to this. This is my list. These are toys that I enjoyed. These are figures that came out and hit me in a certain way. You know, everybody collects a little bit differently, so this might not be identical to yours, and that's okay. If you have a top 10 figure list, leave it in the comments below. I am very curious to see it. It's been fun to see everybody drop in their list here and there. Fucking Robo dropped one even. It's been a couple years since he dropped one, so that was pretty darn cool to see. Again, my restrictions, I guess, on mine, I try not to do exclusives. I try not to do anything that I've had to fix, customize, or repair is disqualified. And I try to do no like repaints, I guess, if that makes sense. If you can see your walls, you don't collect enough. Damn. If I had a top 10 list, I'd have to make an addendum to include the little tiny guy that was included in the Goblin's Heads. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. Before you start, let me say, this is right. Hey, that's fair. Who's stoked for that Lord Starkiller? That's pretty damn cool. I'm not even a Star Wars guy. Starting out starting out at number 10, my number 10 spot is going to I would argue is an independent toy maker that I have fallen in love with their product and am so excited to see what 2026 brings. But it is from the Monster Force line, Halloween Boy. Got a chance to get hands on this a little early and do a little review ski here on the channel. Just a beautiful, bright, colorful figure with insane accessories. Fun indie comics fig that I honestly never thought. I shouldn't say never thought. Never knew I needed. This is just fun. It's bright. It's crazy. It hasn't left my shelf over there. This is from Operation Monster Force from Big Bad Workshop, Mojo Prints. Yeah, everything, the articulation, the accessories, the hand swap ability, and the like, even popping some of the parts apart just to get in there to swap out accessories like butter. Had a ball with these and a couple of the other Monster Force figures this year. I customized 2 into the Men in Black, which got me taken off the air, which was funny. But yeah, Brian Merchant, I need to grab that Halloween Boy eraser, was on my list. Brian, I will say the first mini marathon coming up in about, well, a little over a month. There will be I think it was a Legions Con exclusive transparent eraser going back up for raffle. So check that out. Oh, what up, Luis? How's it going, bub? What up? What up? My YOLO Park Speedy from Samurai Pizza Kits. Oh, hell yeah. It's my pile of loot, and I've ordered the comic trait. That's very cool. Hell yeah. I did the same. That Halloween Boy is pretty rad so far. I've only got to pick him up and the Brain Guy. Dude, that was close on my list, but I customized him a little bit. So, Brian, I will say I've swapped out the gun several times because I swapped it over to the pistol, I swapped it over to the knife, I swapped it over to the two-handed sword. It was really, really fun. Again, just a really fun figure. Can't wait to see what comes from Big Bad Workshop in 2026. We're supposed to be getting the Tick in as part of their long box heroes, which I'm very, very excited about that line. Oh, yes. Fair merch, Brian. Fair. But yeah, I appreciate that too. But yeah, Halloween Boy starts off the list at number 10. Next up kind of hits a weird mark because I love this figure and all the figures in the wave. My only problem is my number 9 is they're not coming out quick enough because my number 9 is the Jada Shaggy. This is a dream figure. This is a figure that I've wanted forever. This is a figure that I love. I have posed around a bajillion times. I have posed it with so many different lines. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get over the fact he has a Scooby snack that goes in the Scooby snack box. Double jointed elbows and knees, like just freaking amazing. This Jada figure, this Jada line needs to come up quicker. Between this and the Mummy and the Creeper, this rules. However, the realization that we might be getting 2 waves tops per year, it's like that is another 2 years before we finish the crew. I'm hoping Jada can kind of pick up the pace a little bit with this. I know they're tied up with Street Fighter and a bajillion other Mega Man figures and everything. Those are fine and dandy like nuts and candy, but give me my Mystery Inc. I need them. That is the only reason why this ranks so far down the list. It's so good. If you loved Scooby-Doo at any point in your life, grab the greatest hits. Grab the Mystery Inc. crew as they come out. Shaggy is fantastic. Again, the Mummy and Creeper, I'm not taking anything away from them. Fantastic figures, but this is iconic. So yeah, my number 9 goes to Shaggy. Yeah, see, Fortnite, I'm with you. Oh, what up, Heisman? How's it going? We won't see Fred and Velma until maybe 2027. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe we'll see the line pick up speed. You never know. Again, there's a lot of stuff at play, and I'm not crapping on Jada by any stretch of the imagination. but man, they need to pick it up because unfortunately people lose interest, and there's a lot going on right now, so easy to get distracted away from a line. With that being said, we're going to pop over to my number 8. And my number 8 ranked a little higher at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year? I guess my last check-in. How about that? This figure is one that unfortunately looks like it's rounded out a line, at least for the time being. I'm hoping we see more from this line. It is a dream line. I believe these were my top figures last year. But this figure, the articulation, the accessories, everything that came with this figure, and some things that I added to it, make this iconic in my memory. But this is the Stump Wrestling Ace Duck from NECA Toys. Again, this is part of the TMNT Adventures line. Absolutely beautiful. I did throw on, I believe that is a Powertown belt. And it does fit. It does strap together. And there's some bird cake for you. This figure rules. I don't know if you can see it, but I do have my Stump Wrestling display right there with the Mutanimals and all the Adventures figures. This is a toy line that has been something that's been in my memory and dreamt of for years. But man alive, they slowed down a lot. I know we got the Beach Turtles, and that kind of gave us an Adventures Mikey, or kind of. And we got the fifth turtle April. Cool figure. Mine snapped at the hip. Spoiler alert. So I had to fix it. But these between Aaron and Ken Michironi, like these figures are leaping off the page. I have such weird core memories attached to the Stump Asteroid story because I had the children's book, I had the Turtle Adventures book, I had the weird like oversized book. So yeah, this just holds a special place. I believe this was Zelu who did the sculpt too. So absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so coming in at number 8 is Ace Duck, the champ from TMNT Adventures. Sebastian, I'm with you. I too would like a regular set of Archie Turtles. I think that'd be great. Just realized I was a little behind. Do you think they're done with Archie Turtles? I don't think they are, but I noticed there was a lot of, they held back a lot. Usually the 12-day or 10 days of Christmas, 12 days of Necamus or whatever they call it, where they reveal everything that's coming out. It's all stuff that we saw was coming already. We didn't get to see any new, like, whoa, sneaky. The only thing that I noticed, and I didn't even notice it until the second or third time I looked at it, is on the Turtle Adventures, there was a silhouette of Cuddly the Cowlick behind the logo, but no new figures revealed. So I don't know. I hope there is way more TMNT Adventure figures to come, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of NECA TMNT, when are Stan Sakai? I believe those are supposed to come out as part of like the holothon or whatever it is, usually around March, if I remember correctly. That's my guess. That's what I've heard. That's what I've read. What up, LJ? But yeah, all right. So moving on from number 8, we go up to number 7. This figure is wonderful and ridiculously versatile, and one of my very few Mezcos. This again ranked a little higher, but some legitimate dream figures came out between then and now. And it goes to the Mezco Doc Ock. This figure is insane. This is as classic gets. This is my mind's eye version of Doc Ock. This is the version that I remember as a kid. This is the version that I draw if people commission me at shows. The tentacles with their bendy wires are insane. The posability is great. I have this guy climbing over on my bookshelf, which is why his tentacles are a little, I haven't messed with them at all, because I want to put him back up on the bookshelf. But yeah, I don't know, just classic goofy spandex clap at dude that's for some odd reason very, very, very dangerous. Doc Ock is one of my favorite Spidey villains, and this is just an iconic version of him. Oh, what up, Double D? So yeah, number 7 goes to the Mezco Doc Ock. Also, shout out to Wicked Reality Collectibles, my buddy Gavin's business. That is how I was able to get this figure. So thank you, Gavin. Catching up on comments. The baddies look so good. Spidey is the only one that I don't love on this. Yeah, ironically, I'll grab it at the end of the show. I ended up swapping over a Nicholas Hammond head, web shooter, and belt buckle over onto it, and now I love that figure. As a tentacle monster, I can get behind a Doc Ock list. Fair. Electro, Craven, Mysterio. Yeah, I'm curious to see if we'll get more of those classic Spidey villains. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything teased, because usually there would be something. I think at one point they teased the Lizard, but I haven't seen anything on that in a minute. Ooh, excuse me. Bringing us up to the top of the bottom half of the list, it's number 6. And number 6, I had a little fight with myself over. And I would like to give this to the entire line as it came out, because each one of them I've posed a bajillion and one times over. But the Jada Blanca is my number 6. Sagat had this place last time. I broke his ankle, so I had to fix it. So swapped over to his buddy in the line. This figure rules. Again, as a kid who grew up with Street Fighter, yeah, I don't know. The posability, the fact that you can get him in. I'm not like, keep in mind, I'm not posing him that well or anything, but you can get him in the ball is neat. Again, just fantastic. Dave, what the articulation on that duck? Thor, the articulation is pretty much the same as any of the other TMNT adventure figures. I will say the hips on mine were incredibly stiff. I did have to boil them up to get that going. The real reason Dave is wearing shades tonight, his fight with himself over the fig got a big, yeah, right. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I know some people complain that the sculpting's a little soft or whatnot, but like in my mind's eye, I always think of playing Super Street Fighter or Super Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. So like they were all pixelated. Like this translates up here properly, so I kind of go, oh yeah, no, this is right. This is how they look. Also the addition of the cuffs at the bottom. It's just a really fun figure, a really cool figure, and one that I'm so stoked to have in the collection. So yeah, my number 6 goes to Jada Toys. Blanca, technically the whole Street Fighter line. The soft hair on that guy is great for head movement. Yeah, it's amazing. Again, considering he has this big brick of hair, like I don't know, like it gets out of the way. Like the fact that I can just flip it up, it's great. Once I get Akuma, I'm done with that Street Fighter. All right. That Akuma looks really cool. What's out for pre-order right now? It's Akuma, E Honda, Balrog, right? I think that's right. All right, number 5 for me. I will admit this again is kind of a cheat, but I'm giving it to my 2 favorite Marvel Legends of the year. My Ron the Space Knight has vanished. I think Ollie might have grabbed it from my studio. I can't find him. He has sat up there on my desk for the majority of 2025 since I got him. But y'all know that the Nicholas Hammond Spidey had to make it onto the countdown. This is a fever dream of a figure. This is a figure that I'm so excited to have in the collection. I have this one. I have one on card hung up next to the poster that the back cover art is based on, because I loved this series growing up. Yeah, the Nicholas Hammond Spidey series and Spider-Man were those weird, take what you can get for live action comics. Again, I was born in 87, so I remember it's that weird thing of I used to check out the tapes of these from Panorama Video or the Hennepin County Library. And again, he comes with a string. for his web. And I love him. It's such a fantastic figure. It's so goofy. Like I said, I did port over the accessories onto that classic Spider-Man Mezco figure that is over in my 70s comic display. I'll grab him a little later on. I think I might have actually pulled him out during the Legends countdown. But yeah, overall, I mean, the goofy attention to detail. I know that they reused the Supita Man buck, but I mean, he has the horribly, I don't know if that's going to focus, the horribly sculpted Spider-Man face that's on the belt buckle. But that's how it looked. That's accurate to the show. His giant wood blocks that are his web shooter, I freaking love it. LJ says, I watched Nicholas Hammond Spidey from our black and white TV with a wooden sliding door with a dial to change the channel. That's awesome. I don't know. This figure hits. It's so good. It's so, I don't know. It hits just right. Again, I've done a custom Lou Ferrigno Hulk. I've done the Red Brown Cap. I need to do Thor and Daredevil from the Hulk movies. Because I'm a psycho, I also tracked down, oh, why can't I remember his name now? Kojak. The guy who played Kojak. Telly Savalas. I got a Telly Savalas head sculpt and put it on the Kingpin body. Specifically, the Netflix Kingpin body, so he looks like a human. And that's the only villain that's on the shelf with these guys. So, yeah. Number 5 goes to Rom / the Nicholas Hammond Spidey. Because my goodness, moving up into the final 4, there are legitimately some figures that I never thought we'd see. There are some figures that I don't know. Like, there's figures that like I purchased and I was able to hold in hand and just blown away by what they are. That kind of finish up this list. So my number 4 actually goes to the Mondo Ghostbuster line. Again, these figures, Alex Brewer's handiwork and crazy talent goes into making these. Again, all the monsters, Egon, Peter, Sam Hain, the Boogeyman, the freaking Boogeyman's right there. I have the scary face just sitting on my desk, but these are insane. These look like they jumped out of the screen. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, holding this in hand, it's fun because it's that thing of knowing how much passion went into making these. That I love them so much. And my only criticism, and it's not even a criticism really, it's the acknowledgement that they are a higher priced figure and they are harder to get. So, oh, what up, Pixolution? How's it going? So yeah, I love these figures. And I hope that whoever has been wanting to get them has been able to get hands on them. These rule, they're so fun. So yeah, my number 4 goes to the Mondo Ghostbuster line. The only thing that really kept me away from that line is price. Yeah. But all right. Oh, I forgot to do the numbers. That's okay. Paying for, baby. Yeah, it helps. Moving up the line, we go up to cracking the final 3. And I gotta give it to the Skeletron Red Wolf Trooper. Granted, this is technically Red Weasel with the accessory kit. These figures are insane. Their articulation is butter. Their accessories are bonkers. Again, getting to, it's that weird thing of realizing that I got to hold the resin prototype of the Robo Skull 2 4 years ago when they were just starting out pitching the Kickstarter. getting to handle some of the test shots of these with Robo. Last year at the beginning of the year, getting to handle some of the factory shots. When was that? March or April? Over at Conway's house, like up to holding in hand the production figures. And they're even freaking better than they were in those phases. I am just over the moon. I now have all of the figures, including a kind of a haha Jungle Trooper custom that I used with some of the spare accessories, or Jungle Wolf rather. The engineering and the design of these figures, Hasbro should be paying attention. Valver should be paying attention. Like, they really stepped it up. These are just fun. Red Weasel lives right here on the desk because I'm constantly posing him around. Again, just a fun figure to pose. You know it's a fun figure to pose when it lives on the desk with the Gamerverse cap and the Maximum Spider-Man that I customized. Bonkers and butter. So are they Boffo? Maybe. These guys are awesome. Can't wait to get the actual Skeletron. Me neither. I'm so excited for that figure. I think you can still pre-order them over on Skeletron's website. Check them out, Official Skeletron on Instagram. Shout out to the whole crew over there. It's been a long run to see all the Kickstarter stuff from start to almost finish. But I gotta say, it's worth it. Like, there are a lot of Kickstarters that took much longer to get some stuff out, and when I got the product in hand, kind of went, cool. I'm glad that they got them out, but these ones I got in hand, and I can't stop playing with them. So yeah, number 3 goes to the Skeletron Red Wolf Trooper / Red Weasel, because I have that there, dude. Right? Double D, the Mondo Ghostbusters is so good. Skeletron.com. There you go. Dude, Winterstar. I need to get hands on the face mask / bunker from it, just because it's such a cool piece. I stay tuned on that. I'm going to see Hasbro use that Gamerverse cap in a single release sometime sooner rather than later. Yeah, then that's not tied to like a prestige clothing brand and $1 billion. That'd be nice. All right. Next up on my list, we are bumping up to number 2. And man, so my number 2 spot, I'm gonna say, is a tie with my number 1 spot. And this has been something that I've been arguing with myself for 3 weeks now, over which one goes, because it switches daily between the two. These are figures that I have a special place in my heart for many, many reasons. And again, number 2s are number 1 and number 1s are number 2s in this instance. But it's because they change on the daily, because my number 1s and my number 2s, 2012 Ninja Turtles and the Plunderbeaks. I'm gonna call them Plunderwings sometimes. I apologize. It just rolls off the tongue. The 2012 line is so good. I have had so much fun getting the 5 figures that are out so far. And I love these. The articulation, the accessories are insane. You guys know that I love me some Lone Coconut product. The Plunderwings, or Plunderbeaks, sorry, Ricky, are so cool. Like I said, these hit at the same spot. So I will, whichever one you want to be number 1, whichever one you want to be number 2, I don't care, because these are my favorites from the year. Trium says, what are those? So we have the NECA 2012 Michelangelo. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely amazing figure. All four of the brothers are great. I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna drop a custom cape on that shredder sooner than later. Um, but man, the Plunderbeaks from Lone Coconut again. These are just fun. Um, the modularity of the wings again, that you can just kind of switch them around. Again, they're just ball joints, so you can go from having a full wing all the way down to, oh no, of course I'm not going to do it properly. That's hard to do while holding the figure. To having a much smaller wing, if you want them displayed on the on the shelf. You can choose however you want to have it. I have them with a full wing spread because I have them up in the crow's nest on my plunder ship. And I don't know. I love both of these lines so very, very much. So yeah, there's the Plunderbeak, all the Plunderbeaks. Again, I'm giving it to the whole freaking line there just because they're all super fun. Yeah, Mixie says 2012 Mikey came with the best accessory. Yes, you cannot forget. We finally have a legit Ice Cream Kitty action figure. Doesn't do anything. The tail moves around a little bit and falls off. But yes. Also can't wait to get my Plunderbeak. Hell yeah, Chris. Plunder what? Oh shit. Oh yeah, Shaggy. But yeah, I don't know. These again, I had to move them out of reach because they're so damn fun. I will say I know the criticism of the magnets. Mine have been fine so far. So yeah. But yeah, Plunderbeaks, friggin' amazing. Again, shout out to Ricky over at Lone Coconut for making a really fun toy and keeping on producing really fun toys for years now. Of course, 2012 Turtles have a special place in my heart because of watching the series with my son over the pandemic and collecting that OG toy line from Playmates over several years. I've done so many customs to expand this line already before they even announced it. So keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing a video on that soon too. But yeah, 2012 Ninja Turtles, highly articulated, highly just packed out in accessories. My God, they come with a lot of stuff. So yeah, my number one is my number two, and my number two is my number one because they are interchangeable. Again, weeks now I've sat and gone, God dang, what's gonna be which one's gonna win out? And the fun thing about this entire list is most of these can interchange from slot to slot to slot to slot to slot. Because these are all figures that I've had so much fun with over the year. And also had so much fun talking to some of the folks that worked on them, getting you guys to talk with some of the folks who worked on them and to know the stories and know the passion and the hours upon hours upon hours that went into making and designing some of these. Adds a little more to it, I guess. So yeah. 3M says, I wish NECA got the 2003 TMNT series instead. I feel like that one was swooped up by Super 7 a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Mixie says NECA needs to do Next Mutation. The funny thing is they could do Next Mutation figures and they would be horrifying and would look dead on. But yeah, I don't know. 2025 was an insane year for figures. I've had so much fun putting this list together. I've also struggled so much putting this list together. I hope y'all had fun with it. And I hope if you have a top 10 list, drop it in the comments below. And if you're catching this on the replay, hi, Happy New Year. Hope everything's going well enough. Yeah, but that's my top 10 for 2025. I do have a top 5 customs video that I've already edited. I'm debating about putting it up because I don't want to. I don't know. I feel bad because they're the top 5 customs that I made along with some of them that I was gifted or sent, and I don't really want to shit on anybody. Like, I don't feel like it shits on anybody's, but I also feel bad that I left some of them out because I only did 5. So I don't know if I'll be putting that up, but I had a lot of fun with this. I know I kind of talked with Trevor a while back of doing a top 5 1/6 scale figures too. See if we get around to that. I know his time is short these days. So yeah, Chum Bucket, how do you guys keep track of everything you bought? I gave up making lists around March every year. I have a channel here, so I actually usually just go back and rewatch, because I'm the psychopath that 9 times out of 10, if I get something in the mail or at the store, I wait till Wednesday to open it up. I did bust through some Marvel Legends that I had gotten in this weekend, this weekend, just because just needed to make space and free up a bit of brain space and just kind of zone out for a little bit. But yeah, outside of that, I do keep a running list. If there is a figure that I just sit, and if it stays up on the desk for more than like 2 weeks, I usually add it to the list. Spreadsheet, no, right on. Oh, what up, Captain McKay? How's it going? But yeah, I don't know. That's where my top 10 is. Again, there's a shit ton of honorable mentions that could make the list, but that's stream for another day. I appreciate all y'all for swinging on by, being a part of the conversation. I should be back tomorrow for Chop and Shop, on Wednesday for Grippin' and Rippin', and then we'll see what this weekend brings. Again, I will be down at Central Florida Comic Con. On Friday, I'm going to be hanging out with T.O. Mike and Thomas Goes Nostalgic, so I don't know if we'll live stream or maybe film something. Yeah, let's figure something out, because I don't know. It'll be fun. If you're down in the Lakeland, Florida area, make sure to stop on by. I will be over in the Artist Alley. I'll be bringing some new goodies, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I think that's it. You can find me at all of these. As always, folks, check out everything. Thank you, everybody, for the support over 2025 and Extra Life and everything. Extra Life is coming back. Extra Life is technically live right now, but they won't give me my damn URL, so I feel weird being like, go find 8675309 or whatever. So I'll get that sorted out soon, and we'll get going to that. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram at @DaveWheeler. You can find me on everywhere else at Dave Wonder. Check out the Patreon, join the Discord, have some fun. There's a lot of fantastic people over there having some fantastic conversations. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow and Wednesday, and then flying out Friday. So as always, folks, be good, be kind. Much love from Minnesota. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Love you.
Yeah.